He should have made his whole video focused on why socialized healthcare is necessary. Bad, stupid, brain dead. The fact that he advocated for socialized healthcare to his massive and mostly young male audience is great, and we should push for more. Good, Poggers, Galaxy Brain. So there's apparently stuff going on with Mr. Beast right now. And I'll be honest, kind of in a little bit of a funk as far as streaming goes. So like I haven't been keeping up with all the juicy drama that, I normally keep up with. So I guess I'll go in the order of events that, Mr. Beast canceled. Actually, quite the contrary. Apparently he's pretty based right now. I guess it depends on who you ask. But I'll kind of go in the order of events that I discovered this in. So it started off with me finding a Hassan video just on the front page. And this is like an hour ago about Mr. Beast. No. I remember. It started off with somebody inboxed me. They DM'd me about being in a debate panel for Mr. Beast, like about Mr. Beast. And I was like, yeah, maybe. Like, because they were asking, are you for or against Mr. Beast? And I'm like, I don't really have a solid opinion. And I didn't know anything that was going on yet. So then I saw the Hassan video where he's talking about like Mr. Beast's video about, I guess he helps like 1,000 blind people regain their vision or something. Curable blindness, and he pays for their procedures. And the thing is, it's great that he did that. Those people, their lives are infinitely better, right? But I think we can all agree that it shouldn't be a matter of money. Like if a society is able to cure the blind and they're going to lock that behind a paywall, that society is fucked. That's awful. That's literal, like that they would write stuff about that in movies, and that would be like the butt of the joke. That's like an obvious evil plot line for a movie. Like it's too obvious. Like nobody would ever even buy that idea for a movie because it just sucks so bad. Like that's how obvious it is, right? But no, that exists. That's a real thing. Yeah, it's evil. Society really is evil. So basically, he made this video, I guess, and then he tweeted this thing that I saw after I saw the Hassan video. I watched like a minute of it. He says, I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Why don't governments step in and help? Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't ROI on taxes from people being able to work again. So pretty good take, I think, personally, pretty base take. He came under fire, first for his video, and secondly, for coming back and commenting this after the fact. Here's the thing. Mr. Beast is not a political figure. He never has been, and likely never will be. We can hope. But he likely never will be. So when he made that video, I don't think it was going through his mind that like this should just be a regular thing. And so when he uploaded the video, he received backlash, understandably. And to be clear, he's probably received backlash for other videos as well. I find the videos he did on solitary confinement to be very cringe because solitary confinement is torture, straight up. So, he has a history of being cringe like that. And I don't think we should take away from that. It's cringe. But when he comes back after the fact, and he says, this should not be the norm for like rich people to have to pay for poor people to have their vision reset. I think that's good. Ultimately, that's a pretty good thing. Mr. Beast should have popped up on your if I was a 14-year-old because his videos are so obnoxious and exploitative. Wait, he did pop up several times. He popped up several times on that segment. But I thought it would be a fun idea to watch the video so that we can critique it on our own. And then we'll kind of go over like what it all means, right? Okay, so it's an 8-minute video. Let's take a look. Mr. Beast is a Minecraft YouTuber with a big wallet, simple as. Basically, yeah, I don't know where he gets all the money. I can only assume that it's like not maliciously gained. Hello there. Do you have something to say about Mr. Beast? What do you think of Mr. Beast? Tell us your thoughts or you're canceled. What's your opinion on Mr. Beast? Well, we're waiting. Tell us your thoughts on Mr. Beast. Well, let's take a look.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy. Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we helped from around the world.
Cool.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was a pretty salient point to make. That's a pretty good point. That's honestly, that's more than I would have expected from him in just the first 30 seconds, where he's like, so wait, are you saying we have the technology to do this in a 10 minutes procedure and people just don't get it done? And the surgeon is like, yeah, basically. I personally think that's a pretty good point.
Oh my God. I see everybody. Oh, I can see clear. I can jump for joy.
Yes, I can see your face, I can see your face, I can see your face.
If you're wondering how
Hell
the
yeah.
surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the
cataracts.
surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
Gears are grinding, something ruthless capitalist profit. Aww. That's cute.
You pay for my surgery?
Yes.
Seriously?
You know what? Here's $10,000 to make your day even better.
Goddamn.
Is she okay? We're gonna go fix more people.
Okay, to be clear, this is using people to make content. This is using people who are in desperate need to make your content. This is true. I don't know how I feel about that, because this is kind of Mr. Beast's thing. It's philanthropy on a public scale. I'm very mixed on it, because he is helping people. I mean, this is he objectively helped 1,000 people regain their vision. That's huge, you know? But the other side of that is he's exploiting them for content. He is exploiting them for content. That is literally what's happening, okay? Watch the poors dance for money. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is, okay? I'm not gonna say that he should not have paid for those 1,000 surgeries. I think that'd be stupid to say. Nonetheless, I mean, that is literally what's going on, right? God damn, this taking a while. Anyway.
As I said, she's squeezing hard.
And we're just getting started. We still have 980 lives left to change.
There's my watch. I've never seen it before.
Oh my God.
I had night blindness. I couldn't see. That you just deal with it life.
I'm Nolan, by the way.
I'm Carl.
You're Carl? I know a guy named Carl. Not a good guy.
Moment of truth.
I wish people could do nice things for others and not brag about it. He's being a little braggadocious, but again, you know, he has an enormous platform. And if he's going to use that platform to bring attention to the fact that hundreds of thousands of people just can't see because they can't afford a 10-minute surgery, I don't see that as a bad thing personally. I think overall, this is a good thing, what he did. Especially when we talk about the tweet, which we'll do afterwards.
Wow, you are pretty, ain't you?
What's it like? What do you see?
Blur.
How long have you not been able to work for?
4 months.
Did you hear about the cross-eyed teacher? She couldn't control her pupils.
I'm gonna need anesthetics soon.
I get it.
Oh man, no cloudiness, no blurriness.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now, what's it like?
I can see everything.
Also worth mentioning, I don't think they show all 1,000 people in this. I mean, they might, but I don't think they do. They certainly don't get a word from all 1,000 of them.
Our next patient is Charlie.
You're not able to read any of this text on the TV?
No, it's an E or something.
I wouldn't be able to either.
He won't know he won 10 grand until after his surgery. I can't wait to see his reaction.
Charlie sees everything like this, and it's made him and his family's life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad I couldn't see how much the money to give back. I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
You're gonna be really happy after.
I want 1 million other rich assholes to start copying this video and pay a fuck ton of medical bills. The issue is that they can do that, and they sometimes do that. And as we all know as leftists that philanthropy is not the answer, but that's just what it is. It's philanthropy. Like, you can pay for all the surgeries you want, and you can even have like we could have a capitalist system that is 100,000 times better than what it is now. You guys realize that, right? Like, we could stay capitalist and have a better system, you know, have a better society still being capitalist. That's basically what SOCDEM is, right? So social democrats, that's what they advocate for. And we could do that. But until you break down the structure entirely and like rebuild it, it's always going to revert back to, you know, gross, dirty, every man for himself capitalism, because the powerful get more powerful and the rich get richer, and power and wealth always accumulate toward one person, or toward a smaller and ever shrinking number of people.
For this surgery.
We'll see after it.
It sure as
me,
fuck
you will
doesn't
see.
hurt, that's true.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their life back. And for Charlie, if the surgery goes well, he can go back to work.
Hot dog.
What's it like?
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see if he can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Hell
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Hell yeah.
It feels good. I didn't think I was ever be able to see again.
Thank you all so much.
I don't want to lose none of it.
I'll hold on to it.
Oh no, I'll hold on to it.
Okay, so the tone of this video is feel good, right? And that's what I think people are pissed off about. And they're understandably so, by the way. The feel-good story of like the wealthy elite generously and kindly offering his wealth to benefit other people is such a tired trope, right? Like we've literally like made fun of it in media, I think at this point. I can't think of any specific examples. But like you see news stories about like, there was a famous tweet that was like, everybody will say how brave it was for a 4-year-old girl to sell cookies for 3 days straight without leaving or using the bathroom to raise money so that the orphan killing machine will kill a few less orphans that day, right? And nobody ever stops to think why we have an orphan killing machine in the first place. Shit like that. You know, and the news cycle will always focus on the fact that like, oh, it was so good, it was so wholesome, blah, blah, blah. Like this shit is not wholesome, okay? It is, kind of, but it's not. The reason it's not wholesome is because this shit should not be necessary. And we'll get into that.
Donnie, Dr. Nolan.
He's not really a doctor, he's a fool.
Do you need any help?
And that just haven't been me for the last 62 years. I can actually see your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can read this.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that
August,
you're
it's kinda
excited to
cringe.
see?
My son.
Yeah, the old
he's been
orphan
my rock
crusher.
through all
Old
of this.
Bessie.
Before the operation, you mentioned the first thing you wanted
Fire up old Bessie. We got some orphans to crush, boys.
to see was your son.
Seeing him, seeing his face, that's what I miss, you know.
You're gonna make me cry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're really good, man.
All right,
Oh my God, man.
Fire up the grinder.
there you go.
Wait, not that grinder.
Don't cry. I can see everybody's facial features now. It's a little blurry with my tears coming out.
How's it going?
Okay. Yeah, I've been
they're so
subscribed to you
young.
for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my God.
Naruto.
Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life.
Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully, if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light. And that means that this surgery only has a 50% chance of working.
I think we go ahead and get it underway, and then we'll just talk post-op.
Spoiler alert, it worked. Come on. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the video.
While Jeremiah's surgery was underway, I met another young man named Satchel.
Did they tell you I was going to be here?
No.
Good.
He had poor vision from birth and almost lost his entire vision after a go-karting accident.
All I see is like
shit.
blur in color. I can barely see like the shapes.
Obviously, you can't drive, right?
No, I cannot.
And this is the real reason why we're doing this. Blindness can take away parts of your life.
And you know, I want to drive since I can't drive. I'm just at home.
Good luck. We'll see you after the procedure.
There's another excellent point. Since I can't drive, I just stay at home. Wonder why that is. Wonder what we could do to fix that.
He mentioned multiple times he really wants to drive after this procedure fixes his eyesight. So I'll see you at the end of the video when we surprise him with a brand new Tesla.
But first,
Think about that. People who can't drive for one reason or another, if you're blind or if you're disabled in some other way, just don't go anywhere because they can't. It's like, what is there to do? You know, like where is there to go if not driving there? You know, I live in an area where like there's basically no walkable areas, you know, not the Tesla. Yeah, get that guy a Tesla. Hey, call up Elon Musk. We got a perfect candidate for his self-driving vehicle. I hope he doesn't mind having his lifespan cut, 30 to 40 years short.
let's see if Jeremiah's surgery was successful.
Let's do
I
this.
miss driving. I'm
How'd
sorry.
it go?
Good.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Oh boy. The grand reveal.
Yeah. Take your time. No pressure.
Totally off topic, but like notice the pupils are like so uneven. I've noticed that.
Take your time. No pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah.
I know it's
To
not
make
permanent,
this
but-
day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school and go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000 to put towards college.
It only runs you over if you're less than 5 foot tall. Okay, well that's good.
I didn't even think this was real. Like I'm waiting to wake up.
You got 50,000? Goddamn.
Now let's check in and see how Satchel's surgery went.
Now I don't even see any blur. It's kind of great.
Hell yeah.
How are you feeling?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Even as like, even as like a doomer leftist, this makes me feel good. Like you feel good watching it. These people are being helped finally, right? You can't deny that. You feel good for these people, and you should. By the way,
How's life
this is
been now?
awesome.
It's been
good, you know? I be like looking at the cars and I'm like, wow, I can see that car all the way over there.
That's good if you're gonna drive it.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you. Do you
50K
mind
is
putting
a
on
lot
this
of money.
blindfold?
Hold on.
I know it's a little ironic that we just did the surgery. Satchel, take off your blindfold.
What?
This is your brand new Tesla.
No, not the Tesla. Oh no, dude. They had to do it to him. Elon Musk had to get a little bit in. I guarantee that Tesla paid Mr. Beast to give one of their cars away because their stocks are tanking. How much do you want to fucking bet? Of course Elon would do that. Of course Elon Musk knows Mr. Beast and asked him to do that. Yes, of course.
If Chris wrecks it, I'll buy another one.
Literally, I cannot put into words how I feel right now.
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
I love how we're letting guys who couldn't see a couple weeks ago drive us.
This is some dirty shit, man. Ripperoni. I barely knew him, man.
Wait, there's one cone you should hit.
Don't hit the cone.
That did sound good. So not only are we helping people here in America, but we're also going to other places around the world.
Because unfortunately, nearly half the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery. So I wanted to provide this to as many people as possible.
Okay, I'm sorry. Winry just fucking jumped into an area that I did not think she would ever fit. But alas, cats are liquids. And I sorely mistook cats for being solids. Hold on one second.
I can see. As a thank you because you were just so gracious in this video, we want to make a $100,000 donation.
It'll bring sight to thousands of people.
Como le digo, me siento nueva. I see everything. Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Thank you.
Honestly, as far as like the feel-good shit goes, that wasn't that bad. I was honestly expecting worse. I feel like personally, I thought that the solitary confinement videos were way worse than that, as far as like their general level of cringe. But anyway, let's go back to this tweet. I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Why don't governments step in and help? Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't ROI on taxes from people being able to work again. So this got a lot of attention, you know, positive and negative alike. I think honestly, I don't know what the consensus is on leftist spaces, but here's my take. If you guys want my personal take, this is good. Okay, Mr. Beast has an audience of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of mostly young men, mostly like, you know, middle to upper class young men, right? And if he's gonna sit here and shill for, you know, government funded healthcare, I'm all for it. Like, why the fuck would we not take that? All right, you can think what you want about Mr. Beast, and certainly there are valid critiques of him, but you cannot deny his influence and his power and his wealth. Okay, this is good. This is a good thing. And I want to rip on my boy, The Surfs, a little bit. I want to rip on him just a little bit. So The Surf says, people honestly praising Mr. Beast yet again. The guy does poverty tourism for cash. If he pays a person's medical bills lottery style without informing anyone with his platform that it's fucked he needs to do that, he's just profiting off his ability to do so. I think that's fine to say in a vacuum. That is a valid critique in a vacuum. But it was pointed out to him, the tweet that Mr. Beast made. The Surf says, this was 5 hours ago after a massive public outcry. His video about how he's paying for medical costs should have focused on that. His episode on prison should have been about how solitary confinement is torture, not renting out an old one for his friends for the lulz. Sure, but you guys have to remember, once again, Mr. Beast is not a political commentator. He is not a political figure. He never has been, and he probably never will be. Okay, so we got to take our W's where we can. And his tweet was a W. Okay, it's more than we could have expected out of a very influential figure. Okay, an extraordinarily influential figure, literally tweeting on the most popular app on the fucking planet, the most popular social media app, that we should have socialized healthcare. Hello? Like, that's good. That's a good thing. So I'm sorry, Lance from The Surfs, I think he's the one who posted this. Dog shit take, sorry. The take is understandable at first, but then he continues without even like saying, you know, hey, maybe this was a good take to have from Mr. Beast. And here's my take, my personal tweet, right, that I made when I discovered all this. I said, if Mr. Beast can be pressured into pushing for socialized healthcare, I fail to see why we would not take advantage of that. He should have made his whole video focused on why socialized healthcare is necessary. Bad, stupid, brain dead. The fact that he advocated for socialized healthcare to his massive and mostly young male audience is great, and we should push for more. Good, poggers, galaxy brain. Okay? Bro, he made a Squid Game themed video series and this is the line for the serfs. That's what I'm saying. Look, Mr. Beast sucks in some ways. He does, okay? He is terminally content brained. He is a child with money, pockets and pockets full of money. And that's pretty much what he will always be. But what that makes him is pliable. It's malleable, right? He's going to do what people want him to do, what's going to be popular. So if we can convince him, if the general left can convince him that socialized healthcare is a popular idea and that he should not have to be going out and paying for all this shit, it's very possible that he could start making videos in that direction, right? Or mentioning like, hey, you know, I do this stuff, but just remember, I shouldn't have to, you know? Like, this should all already be publicly available. You know, like, and I don't even expect him to like recognize his privilege or whatever the fuck. No, we all know that the left has a problem, at least the online left, with purity testing. Purity testing on the left is honestly part of what's killing the left. Okay, it's not all of it, maybe not even most of it, but it's a significant chunk. We've got to stop purity testing. You know what Republicans do when somebody that they don't like makes a good point? They say, hey, or that was something that they think is a good point, sorry. They say, hey, you know, that was a pretty good point. Look, even the liberal thinks this. Even the libcuck liberal thinks this. Why are we not saying, hey, even the fucking capitalist who's profiting off of this shit thinks this? Look at this. Why are we not doing that? Can you guys stop for like 2 seconds and just think about this? Like, come on. You cannot pass up this fucking opportunity. This is, it's such, it is wasted energy. Yeah. Thank you, Kat. It is wasted energy. I don't understand it. It's like we want to fail, you know? Yo, what if we could convince him to cover transition funds? That would be sick. I guarantee you that nobody would have a problem with that. Nobody would be saying, oh, he's exploiting people for his own gain even. For his own gain even. For his own gain even. No, they'd be all over that. They'd be like, that's poggies as fuck. Trans flags everywhere. Trans flags all around. Yeah, they'd eat the shit out of that. Come on, you cannot tell me that they wouldn't. Because it's something that is closer to, you know, the left, the core of many leftists and their personal problems, right? So anyway, to wrap this up, my take on this is he objectively did a good thing. In the process, he did a kind of selfish and a little bit of a fucked up thing by taking advantage of people. He did take advantage of people for content, but there are 1,000 people who could not see before who can now see. And that's pretty good. Also, he came out after the fact and said, why do I have to do this? Why is this procedure available and we're locking it behind a paywall? Essentially is what he said. You know, the government should be funding this. The government should be funding this. That's what he said. That's pretty sick coming from him, okay? That's pretty awesome. So overall, I think this is a pretty big W for him. I think this is good. For a long time, Mr. Beast has kind of been, you know, his reputation in my mind at least has been dying the more I know about him. And I would not say that this, you know, absolves him of past crimes or of future crimes that he may commit or whatever, like, you know, crimes, quote unquote, not actual crimes. Of course, something could come out later where it's like Mr. Beast is a piece of shit, but we should use this opportunity while the picking's good. You know what I mean? Lastly, if you are one of those people who's like, well, Mr. Beast is actually cringe because blah, 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 like this tweet is whatever, like he should have done this sooner. No, fuck you. And you're stupid and you're blowing an opportunity for us to push our ideas. Okay? It's stupid. Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload, and if you want to give me money so that I can become $1 closer to Mr. Beast, you can do so by paying 99 cents a month, 99 cents, not even $1, to be a part of my channel community. And in that way, you can have an awesome channel badge next to your name, along with 4 custom emotes that you can use in the comments, and you get to use those custom emotes early because you get early access to my videos because I am too lazy to immediately make a title, a description, and a thumbnail for them. But you can bypass all that. You can just say, hey, like, give me the content. I just want the content. I don't need the extra sprinkles. Just give me the content, you know? Pretty sick, pretty cool deal. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.